Just getting outside for 10 minutes can change your whole perspective of the day. Feeling the wind on your face, smelling the fresh air, moving your body, getting the blood flowing, motivates and empowers us. Everything around us has beauty. Positive thoughts makes us positive people. It all starts with the first step to make your own difference. Just remember, don't give up and always believe in yourself. Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome. So what I worked on today, and I was doing in a time lapse with you guys, was just kind of straightening up and cleaning and organizing a little bit before we get our craft going today. I like to kind of just organize before I start, unless I'm doing like a collage. Like if I'm in the middle of doing like maybe a Missy art journaling session or something, I like to keep everything just piled around me because then it's easy to grab and just do. But like when I'm starting a new project with you guys, I like to kind of just clear things, I like to have my desk a little, cleared off and maybe put stuff back where it needs to go, and try to organize this a little bit. It just helps clear my mind and just, I don't know, makes me feel a little more optimistic about the day and stuff. So also the other thing I showed you guys was my tie-dyed journal covers that I'm working on. The red, it's like a cherry red with Rit dye, and aqua marine, it's just like a blue, and I swirled them and stuff, and then I did some tea dyeing. So I was just showing you guys that, and then hanging it up in my area where I hang all my tie-dye stuff, and my little drying area. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and what we're going to be working on today is these cute little kitties. Isn't that sweet? So it uses up your scraps, and we do a little slow stitching on it. And I got some buttons, but you can use whatever you want. And I show you guys how to do the whiskers, and we just do some slow stitching. I added just a little butterfly button, if you could see that there, just a little wooden button, and I hung a little charm off of it. So you can hang and do things, just hang stuff off of them. And these are great to put on journal covers, and I'll show you that later. I actually stitched one on a journal cover, so it's pretty fun. So that's what we're working on today, is these cute little slow stitch kitties. Okay, and I want to share with you guys some of Tammy's thoughts here, which is me. And let's see, what did I title it here? So inspiration and optimism. Okay, so believing in yourself helps you fuel your self-confidence. Where there is a will, there is a way. It emphasizes the importance of determination. So these simple yet profound phrases are like keys that unlock the door of optimism, reminding us that our thoughts shape our reality. So let's embrace the things that inspire us and let possibility lead the way. If you believe in your dreams, then you will achieve them. You will become the person you think you are. You have to find yourself to create yourself. I mean, and that is true. You really got to know, like, and that's the hard part, where it's just taken me years, because I love to jump around and do all kinds of crafts, really. And just to find yourself, like, what is your favorite craft? Like, what inspires you, you know? But you have to find it first. You have to really just try it. Just try all the different medias, all the different things, whatever inspires you, of course, you know, and then just put it to paper, or put it to fabric, or needle to fabric, or, you know, however the craft goes, and just give it a try, because you're not going to know how it makes you feel or what will inspire you, you know, really, until you put your hands on it. Because I definitely am a hands-on learning kind of person. And I think that's why I do a lot more detailed videos, because I want to make sure that you guys see and feel how it works, you know, like, because I can explain it till the cows come home, really. But when someone just sits and talks at me, or just tries to explain something, I'm like, huh? Because I need to see it, or feel it, or do it, and do the step-by-step, you know? So that's what I try to portray to you guys, and have it so you feel like you're there with me, you know? Because I like to show the step-by-steps, really, of it. And I hope it is working for you guys, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. If it is working for you guys, and you like that I do the detailed stuff, because sometimes I feel like it's too tedious, and I'm like, oh, they don't really want to see this, but I would like to hear, you know, I love feedback from you guys, because it really lets me know how you would like to see it. And I mean, maybe you do like a time lapse more, maybe you do like it to speed up, and I try to do that too, so it's not just me stitching, or me, you know, drawing, or me just painting in one section for 20 minutes, you know, like that. I try not to make the videos too long, really. So yeah, so I love hearing from you guys too. So you become the person that you think you are. You have to find yourself, you know, to create yourself. I am a big believer in that. When you think positive, positive things will happen. Where there is optimism, inspiration will follow. And it's true. It's because I think you fuel yourself with passion, and just, and then the optimism comes along, and it just kind of is like a train. You can't stop it, you know? So once the positive comes in, and just creativity, and it just all kind of piles on top of each other, and you just go, you know, whatever the craft is, you just go with it, you put your head down, and by the time you're done with it, you're just like, wow, what just happened, and look at all this that I've done, you know? So it's kind of like, just do the first step, you know? And where there is inspiration, optimism will follow, you know? So you just kind of do it. And that's why I think videos are really great to watch too. Because I mean, I do the same thing. I go and get inspired by other people and other YouTube videos, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's great, you know? And then I take that idea and then roll with it and go my own direction with it, and what my feel of it is, you know? And I think that's great to do. It's fun. Okay, so quote of the day. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents. And that is Bob Ross. All right, so let's get to it. Okay, so we have our cute little kitty here that we're going to do today, and I will show you guys how to do this. Okay, so let's see. You need a piece of batting, some paper, just some scrap paper, anything you have on hand, I mean, works great. I mean, you can even use like a piece of newspaper or a paper bag, or some junk mail. I mean, anything just you have. And all I did was just drew a little head, a little kitty head out. And you could do any shape you want. You could do just a round shape, and then put the ear, you know, do little triangles, and then put the ears on after. You could do it any way you want, but this is the way I did it. So I just did a little kitty head, and then a cute little just body. And it's pretty simple. All I did was just a little circle and just a little neck like that. And you can even see the neck. We just pop it behind like that. and just a little, looks like a candy cane. I just did like a candy cane shape for the tail. So there we go. And you guys can do this however you want and just use your imagination. And there's really, this is just a whimsical little kitty. And I got the idea, the inspiration from Janet Nash. She is great. She does a lot of cool whimsical things on her channel. So I'll make sure to link this video below and you guys go check her out. Okay. So what I'm using is just some DMC variegated floss here. And I like that because it just kind of gives it a different, you get different colors all throughout, but use whatever you want and whatever you have. I have a Sharpie and some scissors and some needles. Okay, so that's what we're going to start off with. So what I did was I just took my batting or some wadding, whatever you want to call it. Depends on where you're from. And you can either do fleece blanket, an old fleece blanket, or some thicker flannel would work, or even some felt, just anything that you want to, if you want it to look quilted. Okay, and then if you want, you can do some fabric too on the back. So like say you can just put the fabric behind it right now, so you can have some and just cut it out at the same time. The reason I did it on this one, but my other ones I didn't, because I'm going to be, and I'll show you guys why, actually. It'll be fun. I sewed the kitty down to the journal cover. So I figured I didn't need a backing on it. But if you want it just to be free like this, then I would, do a little backing on it. However you want to do it. I mean, these are yours. This is your journey. That's what I like to say. So this is just a fine tip or fine point. Just an ultra fine point. So I just lay it out how I want it. And like this. And just trace around it. So we're still pretty rainy here in Oregon. We got the rain off and on coming down. I've got to get out a couple times with the kitty. Little Patty, the kitty, and Rudy are my dog. So I'll make sure to have footage of that, and you guys can check it out. It's so much fun just to get out and, just take like a 10-minute walk. Just to get some air and, and if you have animals and stuff, let them run around. And it's just kind of nice. Like, just try it, because it just gives you a different perspective. After you do it, you're like, oh, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got off the couch or my chair and, just did a little walk. Just a little walkabout. And then you never know. And then once you come inside, you look at things differently and go, okay, well, since I'm up and moving, I got my blood flowing, let's do some crafts. That's how I see it. Because sometimes, you wake up and you're like, bleh, I don't want to do crafts. I don't want to do that. But just getting out and doing just a brief walk and just getting your blood pumping. And I mean, even if you don't go outside, because say it's raining or snowing really bad, then just get up, and it's nice just to stand up, do some stretching, and, walk back and forth in your living room. So just there's, if you want to do it, there's definitely ways to go about it and just see how you feel afterwards. I mean, it really does help just to get up and move sometimes. So I'm just cutting out just what I traced. So it's that easy. So just trace out just whatever kitty head that you can, think of. And I just did a little chubby body. I'm making my little Patty kitty. She's a little calico. So I thought that'd be fun, just the calico, pretty much the calico thread, and then the calico, just different patches. And so however you want to do it. I mean, if you have a black and white kitty, you can do black and white. If you have a striped kitty, you can just do little strips and stuff. That would be kind of fun. So there's just so many different things you could do with this, with your imagination, and just make it your own, which is the fun part. And I really love the process of all of it, like the process of, making the pattern, and drawing it on my batting, and then just taking it and cutting it out. It's just the whole process of it all is pretty therapeutical. Therapeutical. That's a good one. So it just is, you know, it's a good therapy session just to sit and take a deep breath and just cut out your stuff, you know. And then once we get to the good stuff here is we'll get our scraps. This is a great scrap buster. And just grab out what scraps you have, and you can even use your scrap threads that you have and just use all those to help stitch down. And I mean, there really is no wrong or right to do this whole thing. So I keep it in pieces like that, and then I am going to go grab my scraps and we're going to start stitching. So I went out and I grabbed my big basket of scraps here. Okay, and let's see. So we're just going to start picking from it and sewing some little fabrics down. So just however you want to do it. We could start with the body, start with whatever you want, and it doesn't matter. I go right off the side because we can trim it all up when we're done. Just however you want to do it. And I'm using a chenille needle, so it's got a little wider threading hole in it for me. I like those so I can just see a little bit better as I'm threading. Okay, so what I'm doing is just pretty much running stitches, and then you could do some, you know, X's and stuff like that. I mean, you could do whatever stitches that you want. But I just keep it simple because I really like the just meditative, taking it and having the needle go through the fabric, you know, and then the thread, pulling it through. It just really is just super calming, and it lowers my blood pressure and anxiety, or, you know, what have you, and just kind of takes me to a zen place, really. And I super enjoy just sitting and stitching. And, you know, you can sit out in your comfy chair and your couch or wherever you're comfy and put your feet up and, you know, and listen to music or listen to your favorite podcast or just watch your favorite program. And then after a while, you don't even notice. Like, I'll sit here and I'll do it and get everything done. And I'm like, wait, I want to do that some more. So I find another fun project and show you guys what I'm working on. And I'm just really enjoying doing this and then incorporating it into my junk journals. And, you know, it's just so much fun. It really is. And if you guys are enjoying this video, I'd love it if you hit the like button. That does help me a lot and gets my video out there for others to view. And I really appreciate your guys' support. And I'm so glad that you guys are liking my new format that I'm doing, where, you know, I'm including me a little bit more in my day-to-day, what's happening, and, you know, like taking fun little walks and showing you guys around my property and my little kitty and dog. They love it. A little kitty, little Patty, she loves being on the camera. Rudy's a little more shy. She's always like, yeah, 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 and she talks. She's the talkative one. Rudy just kind of sniffs around, does his own thing. And little Patty, she likes following me and seeing what I'm doing. She's so funny. She loves it. So, yeah. So this is just very relaxing. And what I do is just keep doing running stitches, just back and forth. It's like this. Go like that. Okay, and then you can even work your way around. Just so I end my needle over here where I want to start another piece of fabric. That's something to think about too. Okay, so say I have it like this, and then I look through, and let's see, just find
Find some fun little pieces. I mean, really, it doesn't really even matter, just whatever you want to use. This is, like I said, a great way to use up your scraps. So I'm just going to pop that down. Just make sure it's not too long here. Okay, and then you have your needle lined up. Start stitching. You could go different directions. You don't have to do it just up and down. You can go horizontal and just however you want to do them. I mean, honestly, however you're feeling, there really is no wrong or right to do this. And I love it. I love the whimsy of it all and just the just relaxation of it. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Okay. So I got a new microphone. I never had one before. I just was using my iPhone, little microphone that's built into it. So I got a new microphone today. So I'm trying not to talk too loud in it. I clipped it. It's like a little clip lapel one, and it's like a Bluetooth. So I clipped it down low enough, and I kept testing it out and stuff. So I'm hoping that I'm not too loud or too scratchy or breaking up or anything. So let me know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of the new sound. So I'm just trying to make it a little so you guys can hear me, because I do mumble sometimes because I talk to myself. I don't know if you guys do that, but I do, like, under my breath say stuff, and then I'm like, oh, I probably should have said that a little more clear and loud. So I figured if I got a microphone that you guys could hear me a little bit better. But then I'm trying not to yell in it. So yeah, I'm just trying to, this is just a little trial and error kind of thing. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. This sounds okay. Okay. So see how I'm doing this? I'm just really not going in any, I'm just kind of doing it random. Just however I want to do it. And that's the great part, You can sit and talk to friends and family and sit there and stitch. Like, this is great just to throw in your purse and take to the doctor's office, as you're sitting out there waiting, or, anything like that, like waiting out in the car and your husband has to run into Home Depot or anything like that, and you don't want to go in. You just take out your stitching. Actually, the other day we were had to go get an oil change, and we went to one of those quick oil change things, and we had to like wait. It's pretty much you pull up and just wait. And I brought my little stitching project that I was working on, and I just sat there and I stitched, and me and my husband just talked, and and time goes way faster when you do that. They were opening the bay doors for our turn, and I'm like, wow, that was fast. So I mean, this really does kind of suck you into your own little world and stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, you guys kind of see what I'm doing here. I'll do another stitch down and then look through my little basket here and just see what you got. I got little, I think this is my tie-dye. I got my little tie-dye piece here. I got tons of scraps from the tie-dyeing and stuff because I do that with my Etsy shop. And, make little banner flags and stuff and cute little gift bags. But, so you could do something like that and say you don't want it, as big. So you just put down like a little piece. You can set this here. And then you can do some stitching up and down here, and you just keep grabbing another piece like this. And then say you want to go this way. Like that. And I just like trimming off some of the hanging and throw that back in your little basket, because that will be used for later projects. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this on a time lapse and just pretty much, and then I'll keep popping back in and show you guys where I'm at, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and got that all sewn on the body. I'm gonna finish this up real quick. Going around the outline. And then I'll show you guys how I cut it here. Oh, there's Patty. Patty. Okay. You can say hi to everybody? Meow. You do? There's little Patty and Rudy. Okay, so I got that all finished. Just take your scissors, cut around. Okay, and then keep the little scraps. Those are always fun. And there we go. So we got a little body. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that to the rest of the pieces, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I went ahead and I had one that I did the other night, so I got it all pieced together here just to save some time. Okay, and what we're going to do is just put it all together. What I'm going to do is just take my, you see the little neck is at the top here, put the head on top, and I like to tilt it a little bit. I think it's cute just to have a little tilt to it. And I'm just using some blue, just some embroidery floss here. Just 2 strands is what I've been using the whole time. 2 strands. Okay. I'm just piecing the head on here. Just doing little X's just for, I think it helps secure it too. And just to give it a different stitch. But you could do whatever you want. I mean, you could do running lines back and forth, running stitches. But it's kind of nice to get a bite on the top and bottom like that with the thread here. And this is a quilter's knot if you guys have ever seen it before. So you just take your needle and your thread and you point them at each other like that. Okay, and then I just pinch it and wrap it around 1, 2, probably around 2 or 3 times. Pinch it like that. And then just slide your needle through and pull all the way to the bottom. And then you got yourself a knot. So that's a quilter's knot. Okay, little fun tip and trick there. And then I just take the tail, put it about where I want it. Just slide it behind it like that. And you guys can pin these if you want to. Just kind of secure it on this side too. That's definitely one way you could do it. Just, you know, like you could do the same thing to the head too. Do a running stitch around it. That's however you want to secure it on. Because that's the fun part, is just having different kind of stitches and even wonky stitches. I mean, that's the best part. This is whimsical, so we can do what we want. Okay. So that's all finished. And then I have all the fun things we're going to add here. So I got some just mandala buttons my mother-in-law got me. She got them from Temu. Let's see. Those are kind of fun. And I could show you guys the bag too, and then the number and everything, so you can go on and order some. So hopefully that's a good shot for you. You can just screenshot. Okay. And you get different sizes. It's really cool. See all the different sizes. You get some big ones, small ones, medium size, and they're all just like a mandala kind of. Yeah, so they're really fun. So I've been using those for the eyes. that. And I use these little gems. I'll make sure to put these down below. I got these in my Amazon links. They're just little rock gems. And I use the black one for the nose. Just for the little nose here. Okay. But I'll make sure to, if I forget to put the link down below for this, just remind me, and I'll get to it for sure. And then little butterflies. This is the same kind of concept from Temu as the mandala buttons, and these are just butterfly buttons. And I think they're really cute just to sew on. And I got a little love dangler here, and I'll go grab a bulb pin. I just have a different colored bulb pins that I put beads on. So those are really fun too. So I'll do that in a minute. So first, I want to go ahead and let's put the nose on. And I'll show you guys how I do the whiskers. Some little whiskers here. Okay. I'm just going right in the middle here. And let's pop this on. Okay. So you can go back up through the hole. I just went up through the hole again. And then you can just pop right behind it. There we go. Just to kind of pin it down a little bit, just like that. Just to have it little, it's not all over the place. Okay. And what I did is just go behind the nose. Bring it out. I'm holding it with my thumb. And then I'm going to pop behind the nose again. Stitch down like that. I'm just leaving these long like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You just make sure you don't pull it all the way through. Okay. Like that. You're not pulling it all the way through. You're just leaving the loop. And then just keep doing that back and forth as many times as you want. And just pull lightly. Don't pull too hard or you'll pull it through. And then just keep going and hiding the stitch behind the nose here. Okay. And then leave a loop. I'm over here. But like I said, you can keep going if you want to do more. But I'm just showing you guys an example here. Okay. And then just leave this one long. Okay. So we got our whiskers. And then you just take your scissors and snip just the loop, just like that. Just snip the loops. And there you go. Little whiskers. I mean, it's hard to see it on the side, but you can see over here. Those are really cool. So you can loop as many times as you want. Just depends on how, like I did more on this one. Then you got fun little wispy little whiskers. Okay. Then, since I still got my thread here, I'm going to make a little, just a little smiley face mouth. I'm just popping up underneath the nose. And don't pull too hard because those are still attached. And then just go down as far as you want. Like that. Just pop up on the side like a little smiley over here. And then just pop right back down with that line that you made under the nose. Okay. And then just do the same thing over here. So I'm just kind of doing like a V shape. And just pop right through the hole again, just like that. that. And then there you go. You got yourself a cute little mouth. Okay. And then you can flip it over and tie it off. Oh, isn't that cute? It's turning out really cute. Okay, and I think I'm just going to use the blue here. So I'm just going to sew the button down. Just a couple times here. You don't really need to do it too many times. This, and if you guys want to, you can do this. This is a fun little trick. You can, pop that down before you sew either one of them down and put another one on the other side and then just stand back. You can hold it back and see if that's where you want it. But it's always a fun little thing you can do. But I'm thinking right there. And is that fun? These are fun to play with. See, like if you didn't want that line back there, you could have just tied it off. But I'm not too worried about it. I'll tie down. Okay. So we got that done. I'll put a little butterfly here. And if you want, you could put it like this and make a little bow tie with it, which, you know what? Let's do that. I mean, how cute would that be? Let's see. So you can even take one. You could put it up here. And you could go like this and do like a little butterfly bow up there. How cute is that? So just think different when you look at your buttons and stuff. Just see, how you want to do them. But this could be a little boy kitty, and then, do a little bow up here in the ear. A little hair accessory. Make a little girl kitty. And just go around and add little fun details that you want. Little trinkets. Fun little things like that. So I'm just giving you guys, some jumping off points here. So what I have is, let me go grab my ball pin real quick and I'll be right back. So I just got a fun little ball pin, blue. I thought that would match, and then just some little green beads on it. I have a bunch of these made up that I just sit, in front of the TV and watch something fun in my comfy spot and just add some beads to it. And they come in great when you're doing projects where you're like, oh, I'm going to add something, And let's just do a little love. A little love. Because I do love it. And clip it wherever you want. Oops. And then just pop it. There we go. There we go. And you just got a little love, little beads. And there we go. So I went ahead and just sewed this down. I just did a little feather trinket with some beads on a bulb pin and, just a little butterfly. But all I did was just a stitch, like a whip stitch all the way just around. And if you guys want to learn, and I'll show you guys how I make this fun, it's a soft cover. This comes off like this, and it's for composition journals. I will show you guys how. I have a video, I'll put that on the end screen, and it shows you guys how to make this step by step. So please come check that out. And also, this will be in my Etsy shop. I got a couple of these. This one for sure will. And I have other ones I've made, so come check them out. I'll put the link down below, and you can come at least favor my shop. That helps a lot too. But yeah, if you guys come purchase, I really appreciate it. And it comes with, each one comes with its own composition journal, so I make sure that this comes with it. So there we go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational. And if you could please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.